Going on to you Libras. Look, I tried making 4 videos a day. I'm too much of a workaholic for that. So you have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, the Judgment, the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So this is for you Libras, just in case if you didn't know. So anyway, so the first 2 zodiac signs that give me the most views, I'll make those 2 videos first, like I've been saying. Whenever it is that you see me reset and I just start to do the regular Pisces to Aries, regular like that, it means that I just wanted to kind of change things up. But for you Libras, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Cups, not going to be pushed around by what other people want to do. Making your own decisions from now on. The Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, and as a result of this, a lot of you understand that you're in a particular situation where you love your own life too much, you know, and that the Eight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Judgment, yeah, you've come to a very powerful conclusion within your own self that you have to really learn, Eight of Cups, to really start living for your own self, because you've been living for other people for a very long time. Too long, in fact, because the Two of Pentacles represents the peer pressure and not wanting to be a letdown to others, wanting to entertain other people, and being a letdown to yourself, right? So interested in the illusion that people like you like this, and that this is the best way that you actually have friends. This is the best way that you have a significant other, right? This is the best way for you to be able to live your life. And that now a lot of you Libras realized that there's a whole new way of living. And now you Libras understand that the way that you were living, right, before was not necessarily the best way for you to live. So the Judgment now represents you Libras making a very staunch but powerful decision, because it's a realization that a lot of you Libras need to have made or make for a very long time in your life, right? And that you're not going to be living for other people, right? So the Eight of Cups represents a lot of you Libras are going to be walking away from a lot of people around this time. You're not interested in having to make other people feel comfortable around you, knowing good and well that you're uncomfortable because you're trying to be something that you're not. So the Ace of Cups represents other people may like you like this, right, when you're entertaining them, but do they love you enough to stick around when you become the real you, right? And do you like yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror? No, you didn't. So that's the reason why it is that a lot of you Libras decided to change in the first place, but change for the better, because the Seven of Wands now represents you're gonna end up losing a lot of people now that a lot of you Libras have made the decision to start living for yourselves. You're gonna make a lot of people upset, and you're gonna end up losing a lot of people. And the reason why you're gonna end up losing a lot of people in the first place, sorry about that, is due to the fact that you will realize that a lot of people will only like you when you appease them, when you entertain them, right? But it's not that they like you long term. They only like you because they're soulless, right? So what it is that they like and what they don't like is very whimsical. And that whenever it is that you find yourself being on the other side of their dislike, they will throw you away and they'll completely forget about everything that you did, the effort that you put in to be with them, whether it's friends, family, or romantic, right? Even more so romantic. And the thing about it is that you're going to end up letting go of a lot of people. And some of it will hurt. I'm not even going to lie. And the reason why is because when you realize, when you're on this path, what it is that you have to sacrifice, when you are looking for excellence and you're getting the excellence that you've been looking for, the things that you're going to have to cut loose, you know, is really going to really put you to the test. You know, the foods that you'll end up letting go of, the music that you'll end up letting go of, the people especially that you'll end up letting go of, because those people and you are not necessarily the same people as far as similar internal values. So the thing about it is that the Ten of Cups represents, so the Ten of Cups is said fruition, or you actually letting go of those people, that philosophy, that way of living, right? That mindset that you need these people around even in the first place. So as a result of letting go of those people, the King of Pentacles, they start talking a lot of trash to you. And that you wanted to essentially cut them loose peacefully, right? Because Libra can represent peace. But you realize through experience that those people weren't really going to leave you in a matter of peace. They started talking all types of trash to you, even if it was romantic. They started talking all type of trash to you, you know, because you come to find out the hard way just how much it is that these people only liked you whimsically, you know. They only liked you when it was convenient for them and when you would go out of your way to entertain and to do things for them. But when a lot of you Libras decided that, you know, you were going to start living for you, that's when the problem started to happen. Because the Eight of Pentacles now represents this being, the Eight of Pentacles represents this started to be a situation for them. But the Eight of Pentacles is, but you realize that it was okay, because a lot of you Libras started living for you, and you're happier. You're in a very happy state because of it. You know, the Two of Swords. You don't have to worry about the whimsical, goofy people that are around and that constantly try to, you know, make it seem like, you know, you're their problem, that their life didn't become a living nightmare until you stepped into their life, right? And that them being around you is a blessing for you. A lot of you Libras started to call them out on it. Like, look, okay, if your presence, meaning you Libras, was so much of a problem for these people, a lot of you Libras are going to leave them alone. But we need to continue that to see what happened now. So let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Swords, the Sun, Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yeah, Four of Swords. You stopped talking to them. You cut them off. The Sun, you started living for yourself, started having more fun for yourself. You realized that you were able and you had enough time and the space to actually start to do the things that you want to do. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it usually is. A lot of times, you know, the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and you don't have these goofy people around anymore, especially if it's romantic. You don't have them around anymore to constantly kind of be paranoid as to, you know, whom it is that you're talking to. Where are you? You know, the constant paranoia, the over precaution on their side, even though they're the ones that's giving you a hard time and making your life a living nightmare. So the Five of Pentacles represents you realize the value that you have now that you actually left those people, because you really weren't supposed to be around them in the first place. Those people that you knew, okay, that you stopped talking to, their dysfunction was going to bring you down, and they were bringing you down. You know, not just emotionally, but physically, your health too, as well as, you know, your mental health as well. They were trying to make that into a big issue for you, because for people who try to bring you down, you can never do anything right. And you find yourself always being in a situation where you're chasing their validation, but you could never do anything right. You know what I mean? Until you benefit them. But the benefit that you're giving to yourself versus the benefit that you're giving to them is drastically different. The benefit that you give to yourself is so unimportant and small, right? And to where the benefit that you're giving them is so great. And yet all it is that they're going to do is they're going to act like they did it by themselves, right? Anything great, any gift that you give to them, you know what it is that they would say if you are out with them, right? You're going to be standing right next to them as a couple per se. They would say, oh, they got it themselves. Meanwhile, you were the one behind that gift that they got, you know, maybe some earrings or something like this. You know, people like the earrings or whatever the case may be. They'll take full claim for it and make it seem like they were the one that picked it up, and they got it because they made some extra money or whatever the case may be. They saved up or whatnot. Because people who have that type of mindset in the first place, they're not fit for a relationship. But the only reason why it is that they get themselves into relationships is because other people's lack of understanding. We're not aware of what a freakazoid looks like, right, at the very beginning. When we don't know, we are unassuming. But the thing is that when a lot of us begin to get hip to the games, right, that's when it is that a lot of us really start to understand what's going on, enough to be able to know the differences between a plain Jane, a plain Joe, and a person that they get caught up with the drama, the excitement, the emotional roller coaster. You know, so let's clarify the Two of Swords. So to clarify the Two of Swords, we have the Six of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Hanged Man, right? Because this is a situation for you where the Six of Wands and the Knight of Swords is really about how a lot of you Libras should have left them a long time ago. Listen, if you're single right now, I can just tell that I don't even need to see your faces. I can tell that a lot of you Libras are happier single than when you were in a relationship with these people. They were holding you back in the way. The Eight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, and everything was your fault. Everything. Even the stuff that they did, how goofy they were. So starting stuff with you that their goofy behinds can't finish. But the Eight of Pentacles represents you kept your cool, as you Libras normally would. And guess what? You're not with them anymore. And now you get to decide for your own selves how it is that you want to live your life, and you're much happier doing it.